so viel Deutsch spreche, dass I have an American accent when speaking German, huh? Is that bad? Let's head over into the living room and get cozy on the couch for this. I have a feeling that this might be kind of an emotional topic for me. I don't know. I've got a coffee prepared, so maybe you want to pause the video now and go prepare yourself a coffee or some other comfy, cozy drink of your choosing, and then let's dig into this together. Hey everyone, Dana here. Okay, first of all, I want to start by saying that the Wanted Adventure community is amazing, and that most of the comments that I see under my videos are so wonderful. And so first and foremost, a huge shout out and thank you so much for all the awesome comments in general. Yeah, one thing that's really important to me is exchanges of information. So I really cannot tell you how much it means to me when I look in the comments and I see so many people sharing their own experiences with things and sometimes discussing things with each other. And specific to this video topic also, most of the comments that I've seen about my German have been really supportive and kind and helpful. And for that, I say again, thank you so very much. I'm so grateful for that support. But over the years, there have been some comments that aren't so helpful and some really mean comments. Of course, I hate that I have to say of course, but of course, you know? And I feel like every time that I put out a video where I speak German, I almost always see some comments about my accent. So I just figured, let's talk about it in a video. And I've got my coffee. I have been speaking German for around 10 years now. Even before moving to Germany, I started learning German in 2009 when I was still living in Prague. And especially after moving to Germany, it's always been really important to me to learn German. I did not want to live in Germany without being able to speak German. And I really have given it my all to learn this language. My timeline looks like this. 2009, start learning German. 2014, start regularly making Wanted Adventure Living Abroad videos. 2019, today. And in that time period from 2009 to 2014, actually nobody that I personally met face to face had anything but super supportive comments to say about my German. So much positive, kind support. So maybe you can imagine it came as a bit of a shock to me when in 2014, I made a video on the Easy German YouTube channel where I spoke German, and oh my God, some of the comments, not all of them, of course, but I saw a lot of comments that were really mean and biting and hurtful and angry, really. And I can remember opening up that video and standing there in my living room, staring at the screen, kind of in shock, like scrolling through the comments and feeling, I don't know if I even know how to describe it, like empty and awful, really, and kind of panicked. It wasn't just people saying like, she sounds like an American speaking German, or, oh, she has an accent. But no, there were some really nasty comments, some just angry, mean comments that I'm not going to repeat now, but things that, yeah, I just felt really awful then about where I was in my language learning journey. And sadly, after that, I can remember being really quite nervous sometimes to say anything in German online. And for a while, when I did then speak German in the Wanted Adventure videos, I can remember often really stressing about how to say a word. Yeah, like I really stressed about not getting it totally right. And I did start to try to improve my accent. And I even talked with a speech therapist about it at one point, because I was so scared of the criticism. And yeah, looking back on it now, I realized that at that point, I was only trying to improve my accent because I was so upset by these comments. I was so stressed out by them. So I was only trying to improve my German to try to stop people from saying bad things about my accent, which I can look back on now and see that that was not a very healthy place for me to be and not a healthy reason for me to try to improve something about myself. Instead of feeling good about trying to improve my accent, it was a very stressful experience steeped in shame and anxiety. Also, I am not generally good at hearing and mimicking sounds. I can't sing a tune very well, and when I have a song stuck in my head and I try to hum it to other people, what I hum often sounds like nothing that anyone else could identify as a particular song because, I really struggle to hear tunes and then repeat the tune back. So to me in German, for example, the U and the U with the umlaut and the O with the umlaut sound really freaking similar. Sometimes if they are said back to back to back, they still sound very much the same to me, or at least too similar for me to really pick out what the difference is between each letter and for me to then say them differently from one another. And even if I do successfully say the correct sound back, a lot of the times I have no idea because they still sound so similar to me. I often can't tell if I'm saying it right or not, and I only know if I have said it right if Stefan says like, oh yeah, that was it, or oh no, that still wasn't it. So it's really hard for me to improve if I often have no idea when I'm saying that sound correctly or not. The other tricky thing for my accent is I think it's kind of a mix of other German accents as well. So I learned German, or I am learning German here in Munich, as well as with Stefan, who is from a smaller village near the Cologne area. Plus, I watch YouTube videos and other programs from around the German-speaking world. So I feel like parts of my accent have really come from all over the place. And plus, then there's also my American accent in there. But sometimes when I'm trying to practice my accent, I'll practice with one friend who's from one area of Germany and they'll tell me that I really nailed it, and then I'll say that to Stefan and he'll tell me that now I'm saying it wrong. So at this point, I don't even know. Okay, so where does all this leave me? 3 things. Number 1, basically, I have the utmost respect and admiration for people who can learn a language as an adult and really nail the accent. That's just not something that I'm good at. So with German, I have mostly focused on the things that I would say I have more kind of a knack for, like the vocabulary and the grammar. Of course, that's also not perfect either, but I would say that when it comes to my German skills, my grammar skills way outperform my accent skills. But again, still not perfect, which is okay, because as much as I want to be good at German, I am not going for perfection. Number 2, however, I will continue to work on my accent. I'm not giving up on it, but I have learned to accept that it's not going to be a von heute auf morgen, overnight kind of thing. And that's okay. I have an accent. I am aware of that. I know it's there. I have an accent, and that's okay. It's part of who I am. But also, over time, it'll probably shift and change. If you go back and watch me speaking German in videos in 2014 and watch me speaking German now, you will see a huge difference. But again, not perfection, and that's okay, because humans were not made to be perfect. I will probably always have an accent, and I'm totally cool with that because Number 3, I'm really driving this point home. I am not striving for perfection. Not in my German skills in general, not in my accent, not in my life. I'm striving for always getting better in general in life at my own speed without pressuring myself, and certainly not, I have learned this lesson, certainly not doing it to try to please other people or to try to stop other people from saying bad things about me, because that's not healthy. And it really puts me in a harmful mindset. People are always going to have things to say about who I am. And it's been a long journey for me to recognize that it doesn't work for me to try to change to please other people. And you know what else? Accents are beautiful. If everyone spoke with the same exact accent, this world would be so much less interesting than it is. Accents are beautiful. I love how accents sound in English, and I also love hearing people speak German with all kinds of different accents. And I know that there are people who agree with me, because I have also seen so many friendly, kind, positive comments under my videos from people telling me how much they absolutely love hearing me speak German and how much they love my German accent. So thank you so much for that too. So yeah, accents are great, and there is never any reason to shame someone for their accent or make them feel bad for their accent or where they are in the language learning process. Everyone is in a different place in their life journey, and just the fact that somebody sets off to learn another language is already extraordinary. And you never know what someone is going through. You never know what their own journey has been like. And you never know what they're good at or not. So the last thing that I want to leave you with is people learning German or learning any other language as a foreign language. Please do not be embarrassed or nervous to speak that language because of your accent or because of where you are in the language learning process. Or, of course, you can feel nervous, but please try not to let that nervousness stop you from speaking the language. Please don't think that you have to be perfect to speak the foreign language. Life is not about being perfect. Nobody is perfect. And anyway, in my day-to-day life, as I said, I have never encountered anything but pure positivity from other Germans about my German skills. The Germans that I met at the beginning, middle, and now, every German that I have met personally has been so encouraging about me learning German and speaking it. Same goes for when I was learning Czech in Prague. Speaking and practicing a language is the best way to improve. So get out there and speak. I know that I will continue to do that. For a while, I will say, the comments did get in my head and made me feel stressed to speak German imperfectly. But I'm done with that, or I'm trying to be done with that. It's not always easy, but I freaking love the German language. You know, I love it. And so I'm going to continue speaking it and getting better at my own speed, at my own pace. And I'm so excited for everyone else to learn foreign languages and improve at their own pace too. So my question for you is, if you've learned a foreign language, what has been the hardest part of learning the language for you? Would you say that you're good at mimicking accents and other sounds? What is your favorite sounding language? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you can find out about new videos when they come out. And if you enjoyed this video, please think about giving a like with the like button. And a really big thank you so much to our patrons who support us on Patreon and help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to check out our Patreon page, you can find the link to that down in the description box below. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen!